I am the Witch of Jasmine, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Leo moons. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, there we go. So as I'm shuffling out these cards, which are coming nice and quick, I invite you to take some deep breaths, to calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. We'll find out what message you need to hear today. I don't know if you can hear some noises in the background, but it's my cat, Cheralyn. Just like always. My little helper. Okay, Leo moons. Let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, we have Vitality. Well, that's nice. With Taurus and the water element. Okay, and then for your tarot cards, we have Eight of Wands reversed, Three of Swords reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, the Sun, Six of Wands, and lastly, the Lord of Shadows reversed, aka Death reversed. So, okay, I just had to take a few minutes to really take all of this in because it's got a little bit of contradiction to it. So I'm just trying to piece together what I can, and of course just kind of figure out what's going on here. Because it's a little contradictory, a little bit. But that just tells me that this is kind of a confusing time for you. You may be feeling several different ways about several different things. So let's see what we could do to bring you a little more clarity. We'll start with the good stuff. We have the Sun and we have Six of Wands. And I want to start here because I want you to keep this in mind as we talk about the rest of what's going on here. The Sun, I love this card. It is sunshiny energy. It's positive and full of vitality, full of joy, all of that. And we have Six of Wands, which is success, specifically success in a more public way, in a way that other people can see. And we also have this Three of Swords reversed here, which Three of Swords is about heartbreak, or something that just really hurts your heart. But when it's reversed, it tells me that you are healing from it, right? Say hello to Cheralyn, my little kitty cat. So there's a lot of good happening. There's certainly some good energy surrounding you. Well, I would more so say I think it's within you. It's more the feeling I'm getting here is you have some sunshiny energy in you, and you have been seeing some success, and you have been healing from some things that might have been hurting your heart a bit. But the thing is that I think there's a lack of change at the same time. Even though these good things are happening, I don't think that things are quite changing yet, because I see some blockages here with the Eight of Wands. It's about, like, just when you start getting your pace, there's some sort of blockage. There's some sort of pause. There's some sort of complication. When I see Eight of Wands reversed, it feels very, like, frustrating. Like, okay, I just want to go. I just want to do this thing. I want to get things moving and going. But it just feels like there's stuff that's preventing that from happening. And it's kind of frustrating. I feel like with these two cards here, the Ten of Wands reversed and Death reversed, I think these are telling you why things are not changing. Like maybe your outside circumstances or things like that. There's still changes that you're trying to make but are just not quite happening, even if you've been doing a lot of this really good internal stuff. Ten of Wands is what I call the plot twist card. If you think of the story of Wands from Ace to 10, 10 is the ending of that story. So throughout the story of Wands, you've been working towards a specific thing, a specific goal. So 10 of Wands is having reached that goal, this thing that you've been working towards for so long, but it's not exactly what you expected it would be. Specifically, it feels very, very difficult, much more difficult than you thought it would be. Like, as an example, you've worked your whole life going to school, you've even gone to like college or graduate school or whatever, because you really had this dream job. And now that you've gotten that dream job, you're like, oh, this is really hard. This is really difficult. That's what Ten of Wands is. But the lesson with Ten of Wands is usually not that you made a mistake, not that you did something wrong, and you shouldn't be there, but it usually is telling you that you are taking on more burden than you need to, right? Because now you're at this like final spot that you've been working towards for so long, and you have to learn how to navigate that, right? You just naturally, you don't just go straight in knowing exactly what to do. You're trying to learn how to navigate, and you are taking on too much responsibility that isn't even really yours to take on. And there are things you need to learn how to delegate or how to just let go of. So it's a call to look at what you're doing, look at what you are planning on doing or what you do day to day, and like honestly look through each thing and say, is this really my job? Is this really my responsibility? Or is this really worth doing? Am I putting too much effort and too much time into something that's ultimately not really gonna serve me? Things like that. Obviously, I can't get too specific because I don't know what your situation is, but that's the general idea, is you are holding on to too much, trying to do too much. And a lot of that stuff you probably don't really need to be doing. I think that's what's causing these blockages here. You don't have the time or the bandwidth to be concentrating on what it is that you want to be concentrating on, right? The main thing that you are doing and are trying to accomplish. All of these other little things that are not actually your responsibility or not actually in your control or are not actually helping you or serving you, those things are what's getting in your way. So I think this reading is really encouraging you to really look at all of those things and take that all into consideration. We have this Death reversed here. Death in tarot is a symbol for a rebirth or a transformation. So when this card is reversed, it tells me that we're struggling to do that, There's still some sort of transformation that needs to happen. So given the placement in this of this card in this reading, I think that this is a really big lesson that you need to learn. Something, maybe a lesson that you have been putting off learning, right? And it's what's going to flip this card over. So you can really, that last little push, that's what I want to say. I think it'll be the last little push into going through this big transformation now that you're here and it's right in front of you, right? Because clearly, as I was careful to say at the very beginning, you've already had a lot of really great growth, a lot of great transformation, I would assume. There's a lot of really, really great energy going on here. I definitely think that this is kind of a last stretch or a final push situation with this chapter of your life. And that's really good. That's awesome. So to wrap all of this up with our little vitality card here, which if you're new to my readings, the Oracle card is the main message, the main theme of the reading. So if you're not going to take anything else away from this reading, at least take away this, which is that now that you are, not yet, I don't think, but approaching this new change and this new breath of fresh air into your life, this card is inviting you to look at everything with a new fresh pair of eyes. I think you might be still looking at things with your current eyes. I don't want this to sound creepy. It's metaphor. But I think looking at things from a new perspective, looking at things with the wisdom that you now have and the experience that you now have, looking at it a little differently would be very good for you right now. It makes me think that with this situation, I think the way you are looking at all of these tasks and all of these things that you have to do, you're looking at it from the old you's perspective, right? But now you can look at it with the new you's perspective. I hope you get what I mean there. The new version of yourself, looking through that perspective, I think that will help you sort this all out and get things moving again, get things going again, you know? So, Leo moons, I think that's about all I can pull out of this reading. If you have any questions or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. If you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like a little bit more information about any of them, on the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of those little shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about the symbolism, the upright meaning, as well as the reverse meaning. So if you'd like a little more information, I highly recommend you go check it out. So Leo moons, I'm wishing you lots of luck and lots of strength, and a big congratulations to you for all of this beautiful energy here. That's so nice. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!